knowing which friendships to cultivate and how to choose the right communities for you. Now, I've touched on this a little bit before, but before it was more about the importance of building a community. And you can check that channel out. You can check that video out as well. But today, I want to talk to you guys a little bit more on how to know which friendships are worth cultivating. Because for a very important reason, you are giving up your precious resource, which is time. So it needs to benefit both you and the other person, because each person needs to be able to fill their cup up. So I've been reading Essentialism. I don't know if you guys have read that before, by Greg. I don't know if I can pronounce this. McKeown, McKeown, maybe. McKeown. Anyway, so it's called The Disciplined Pursuit of Less, Essentialism. And it really goes into how to set boundaries and say no, and how to cultivate those types of relationships. So a few of the key things that he talks about is knowing how to set certain boundaries for yourself so that you know which friendships are going to be healthy for yourself. So one of them being, I have the energy. I have the energy to go into this relationship. I have the energy to do these things that I want to do. If you're constantly being asked to, I don't know, go mountain climbing or something, and you're just not that person, you don't have the energy for that, then you need to set those boundaries and say, hey, this is just not something that I really like to do, and knowing that you have mutual respect for each other's time. And then the second one is knowing that you have the time to get into those relationships. And the third biggest one is it causes no anxiety. So you don't dread having to go to social obligations type of thing, which I feel like it should be an obvious one, but a lot of people are kind of still stuck on that wheel of they don't want to let people down. They want to be able to be that person who shows up for people, whether they feel like going to something or not, whether they have the energy to or not. Maybe they got off of work late, they're not feeling it. It's not a good part of their like mental health type of thing, and they still choose to do it anyway. So things like that, if you are dreading going to visit maybe a friend who is just a little bit more of a downer and you are not, and you know it'll drag down your mood and everything like that. Okay, so a couple of the key things that you want to look for, obviously, to be able to find these better friendships is, one of the top things is having those things in common. So if you are practicing health practices like your health journey and joining clubs and stuff like that, and trying to find in particular people who maybe are on your same level, your same wavelength. There are people who maybe are going a little too hardcore or a little too lax for your taste and stuff like that, and you might want to find somebody in the middle if that's where you are. But ultimately you want to be able to feel uplifted when you leave. So I have a few friends who I do feel this with. Every time that I interact with them, I feel really uplifted. I feel much better than when I entered the conversation. And some of the times I'm not in the mood for conversation, and it has nothing to do with them. It's just a certain mood that I sometimes get in, and then suddenly I just feel so uplifted, and I feel so glad that I had the chance to talk to them. More so because it helps make me feel either connected or very well listened to, which is one of the other ones. Increases connectivity. So do you go into this relationship, friendship, feeling like this person sees me, this person is listening to me, they were able to reiterate things, we connect on a very deep level. It's not surface level, it's not going out for drinks and small chat. It's I can understand this person at their core, and I appreciate who they are, and I feel that same way, that the way I see them, I know that they see me, and I want us to build each other up. I know that every time they give me advice, it's because they want me to be better. It's because they want me to be happy, and they're not trying to change the morals that I have or the goals that I have. It's we can work very well as a team, whether that is motherhood, whether that is fitness, whether that is career-wise. It is, this person has my best interest at heart, and there's something that makes me feel like I could talk to them for hours. They are on my same wavelength. And then one of the last ones is, it makes me healthier. So this could be physical, but this could also be mental. So when you have certain friends that you know that you feel drained after talking to them, that might not be good for your mental health. And I know it feels harsh to cut certain people out of your life, but maybe either just having a talk with them or just spending a little less time with them, and just, I guess the whole point is trying to find those other friends who are going to fill that part of you up. So that way, if I don't like staying out late because I need to do YouTube in the morning, or I need to exercise in the morning, and that is a goal that I have made for myself, and my friends don't understand that, I know that I can let that go, and that's not really healthy, and I need to find friends who are going to understand things like that. They're going to probably push for me to succeed. So, sorry I haven't uploaded this week, guys. I had a little bit of a hard week, but again, that is why it's important to have the right community of people, because it helps with things like this when you're going through your ups and downs, when you're going through your struggles, and you just need to be a little bit uplifted. You have the right people around you, and I'm really glad that I did this week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Just wanted to come by and say hi on my little coffee break. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye.